Hey everybody, and I'm not in Chicago. You can tell from the short sleeves and the sun that is upon me, and yet it's only January 18th. I'm actually in Homestead, Florida at Costa Color, where they're hosting their, I think it's their third annual now, season premiere flower trials out in the grounds. And I'm here with the trial manager and the head of R&D, Kate Santos. You remember I toured around with Kate last year. Kate, how have things been going?
Things have been going really well, Chris. Thanks.
Beautiful. Well, it's a nice day. You've got thousands of varieties out here. Do you have a total number on how many are in the ground?
It's over 1,000. I don't think we actually have a final count.
All right, we'll count after we're done here. But what we're going to do is take a quick look at a few new varieties, because they've actually got some things, some 2013 varieties out here. It's almost like a sneak peek of the coming 2012 pack trials. Plus, we'll take a look at some of the new features in the garden. But the first thing I want to start with, you said these are brand new back here, these impatiens?
These are the tumbler impatiens, the new series that Syngenta has introduced. It's a seed type impatient, and what the claim to fame for these is they form this bed kind of in a hanging basket, really kind of tumble over the top, almost a semi-trailing bedding plant impatient.
How many colors in this series?
I believe there are 5.
5 colors. All right, it's nice to see some action in impatiens. They've also got some new violas, right?
They do.
Let's take a quick look at those. Well, Kate, I kind of messed these up. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Chris. Usually you're pretty right on target with these things. These are actually pansies, not violas.
They're kind of medium flowered pansies, and I said viola, but these are pansies, and the series is called?
These are the Wonderful pansies from Syngenta. So this is a seed type pansy. Works great in a hanging basket, or as you can see, forms a really nice bed in the landscape. So more of a spreading type habit.
Yeah. How many colors do you have across?
We have 7 colors in the bed in front of us.
Very pretty, and they obviously spread nicely in the ground. So a hanging basket type or a landscape type, I suppose.
And you have a nice arrangement of solid colors and face types in the assortment.
That seems to be a bit of a trend, because there's another company that's got a spreading type. Let's go take a look at those real quick. So the second spreading pansy, not viola, we've got here is Cool Wave.
Cool Wave. So the next addition to the Wave brand.
I was going to say, I've heard of Waves before. This must be from Pan American Seed?
It is, from Pan American Seed.
Tell us about it.
Easy spreading color is what they're looking for in the Wave brand, and they feel that this easy, or the Cool Wave pansies we have here are the next continuation to what the petunia line is offered. So they have 3 colors in the assortment, and really, as you can see, form that really nice blanket of color.
Yeah, these look really nice over here. They fill in good. So Cool Wave for the wintertime and or the early season, and regular Wave petunias for the summer.
For the spring.
You're good to go.
Yep.
Now, Kate, these caught my eye when we were walking through. New petunias from Danziger, a couple of colors here. Tell us about these.
This is the Marvel Beauty series from Danziger, as you mentioned, Chris. We've got 2 colors, the raspberry, so that really pretty yellow throat with the pink veins and the pink petals. And then also another color called blueberry, which is the same kind of patterning, but in a blue, dark purple color.
Small flowers, but I like the plant habit. Nice mounded shape, very tidy looking. All the flowers are very upright. Kate, one of the varieties that everybody's been talking about seems to be these phloxy ladies from Dooman. Not a new series, but there's a couple of new colors. Actually, LJ Contillo said it was one of his favorites out here. Tell us about how Phloxy Lady's been doing out in the garden.
It's been doing phenomenally well. We've planted it in November, and we've just had these blankets of non-stop color. And what we've seen is a vast improvement even on 2 very strong varieties that Dooman had in the garden last year, which was their light pink and the white. And now they've expanded to 5 new colors. You see the flower sizes are getting bigger, the colors are getting more brilliant and bright, and I think it's just a really nice series. This
is Burgundy 2012. Looks gorgeous. There's a couple more up behind us here, just covering the ground nicely. And you said they'd go from like November through April in the south, no problem.
Yep.
Great long season winter bedding plants. That's Phloxy Lady.
Phloxy Lady.
Now, when I first saw these, I fell in love with them. I'm a sucker for small, compact, cute little plant, believe it or not. These are Teat Caliber from Succulents. Tell us about these, Kate.
This, as you said, really cute, tight-growing calibrachoa. It doesn't require any PGRs to get it to this nice, tight-growing habit. What is also great is they flower very early, so you're getting a ton of flowers, tight, compact habit, really well suited for a small container.
And they do nicely in a bigger container too, very tidy.
Absolutely. You're going to need more plants per pot probably than a traditional calibrachoa, but you do get that very nice controlled tight habit.
And you said don't make the mistake of putting any PGRs on these, right?
No PGRs. Otherwise you're going to end up with really little plants.
Micro petite, naturally compact.
Yes,
Cali
exactly.
petite's a good name too.
Cali petite. And there's 4 colors in the series.
Cool, thanks. Kate, the first thing we saw when we came in was this sort of alley, or I'm not sure what you'd call it, but it's a very cool display of succulents. And I thought this would be a great idea for a garden center for an entrance, or for trials, or new varieties, or anything.
Great new application for how to use succulents. Doesn't require a lot of water, so when you have entranceways and pathways where you'd like to break up something with, you know, all these pavers with a little bit of plant life, this was something we were really excited about when the idea came up.
Cool and easy.
Cool and easy.
But what's going on over here? You've got petunia nuts out here.
We've got a bit of petunia craze going on over here, and what we've got is 359 varieties of petunias, and this is actually part of our new expansion area in our garden. And what we hope to accomplish with this expansion and these rows is to look at all of these different petunia varieties, and really in a truly blind trial. So you don't know who the breeder is, you don't know what the variety is, you don't know whether it's seed, we don't know whether it's veg, and really select based on the performance for these genetics throughout the season.
So you're looking for good early season, mid-season, late season.
Correct. Things
for the ground, things for baskets.
Yeah, what are your best spreading, what are the best upright, what colors don't fade, what flowers or what varieties stay in flower the longest.
Well, we will wait for your report when you've done all your research on it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go take a look at a few of the interesting things at the very back of the trials.
Sure.
Now, Kate, this is a nice way to do hanging baskets. This is what I like coming to trials and getting ideas for, like my garden center readers and viewers. Nice hanging basket system, brand new out here. And this is also a calibrachoa blind trial.
Exactly. So we understand that not every plant is necessarily destined for the landscape. Some plants are really better suited for a combination container or a basket, and calibrachoa we thought was a good start to using this new setup that we've designed.
How many calibrachoa baskets do we have?
We have about 160.
All right, but look at the system. First off, solid steel construction. Chains to hang the baskets from. Everything's got drip irrigation. A cool angled shape to it instead of just being straight across the top. But the piece de resistance, I think. Check out the glass mulch down here in various colors, just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Shows you don't have to be boring even at a boring greenhouse like Costa. Huh?
It's never boring here, Chris.
Kate, we're running out of time and daylight, and you probably want to go like eat dinner or something. There is so much going on out here. I mean, you showed us some cool, like, consumer-oriented gardens over here, just where you can, like, test plants out in a typical patio situation. You've got a garden center set up here, so you can see what plants look like, your plants in a garden center, and how they perform. You've got woolly pockets lining like 100 feet of fence back there, and you've got 4 different programs that you've been showing customers here.
Never a dull
You guys have
moment.
been busy, right?
Never a dull moment.
This is long life annuals that we're looking at. Nice looking program of what plants that last from spring to fall. This beautiful, I mean, striking pink Plants for the Cure display. And what I liked in here too is these two-tone baskets. I think there's a lot of opportunities to upgrade the hanging baskets that are out in the marketplace.
Yeah, a little different design and very eye-catching.
Yeah, it's got a nice shape to it. It's kind of classy. Sonettis, which again, LJ told me you're selling the heck out of these Sonettis. That's a gorgeous display. But I wanted to wrap up sort of some of the coolest, craziest stuff over here. First off, I know my own company, Ball, for full disclosure, is doing these soil wraps, and you're doing soil wraps for waves, wave petunias, and also for sun patients. So that's cool. As a scientist, you like this stuff?
You know, I think it's a win-win for the end consumer. It saves them time because they don't have to pull the pot out to plant the product, and it also is sustainable.
Yeah.
It grades in the soil, and you don't have to worry about a mess.
It looks nice. Okay, and you're doing some weird experimental stuff. Square is not good enough. Round's not good enough anymore. What'd you call these things?
These are scround pots.
Scround. Why is it a scround? Because it's not square and it's not round, or maybe it is
Well,
square
it's part
and it is
square
round.
and it's part round.
It's part square and it's part round, and it fits into its little part square, part round tray perfectly, so it always faces nicely. And then the last thing we're going to show you is, you're getting a little blingy here, aren't you? Check these out, everybody. Is that a plant hanger or what?
Well, now you've got the decoration that matches the color combination in the pots. Now we've got the beaded hangers to complement the colors.
Well, Kate, this goes beautifully with your blouse as well, I think there. So on that note, thanks for the tour.
Thank you.
And you know, you just got to come down to Homestead, Florida in January when it's, you know, perfect out and see it all for yourself.